Big John Fury might be fumbling Tyson Fury's bag. So for those that aren't aware, there was an incident that happened with John Fury and Team Usyk. When the fighters and their entourage were going into this venue and doing some interviews, things all kicked off. There was the usual shouting and commotion that happens with big profile fights like this. Team Fury and Team Usyk were obviously amped up. This is like a major fight in boxing history. Things escalated to the point where John Fury headbutted a guy on Usyk's team. And funnily enough, it caused more damage to him than the guy he headbutted. The guy looks like he's been hit with an axe. I mean, holy shit. But what's curious is that John Fury picked basically the smallest guy on Usyk's team to do this to. Why did he choose this guy in particular? I mean, look at him. But, let's step back a bit. John Fury isn't the fighter. If he was the fighter and he was squandering his own bag, that's fair enough. But when you are part of the entourage of a fighter and you're doing this shit, you're literally assaulting people that have nothing to do with it and have done nothing to you, you really have to question what the hell you're doing. There was one of these Saudi officials that were here, probably one of the guys funding this huge expansion into boxing. He was pretty upset at what he saw. Now, imagine if this headbutt of Tyson Fury's dad escalated into a brawl between the two teams and people actually got injured in a meaningful way. It could squander the fight. It could squander the future of boxing in Saudi Arabia. Again, not likely, but it has that chance. And for what? Just so John Fury can assault people? It's ridiculous. Even if I was such a madman as John Fury, I think I'd be able to put a lid on it just for the sake of my son and not to squander his bag. And in general, I'm just kind of sick at seeing how these people in fighters' entourage are starting beef and trying to get the limelight on themselves. It's just chill out. You are not the guy fighting. You don't need to be starting beef with anybody, really. Especially assaulting people unprovoked. That's just mental. We've seen it with quite a few fighters where, there are these, guards and, trainers and cutmen, that they think they're, the main event. It's just, this main character syndrome shit. I really wish people in the entourage will take their role and, not start shit. You're there for your fighter. You shouldn't be worried about what some man is saying, or you don't like the cut of his jib or whatever. It's just absolutely absurd. It's this main character syndrome bullshit that we have in society. Fortunately enough, it looked like the Saudi authorities have dropped this case and are putting a line under it, which is probably the best case scenario. Having legal issues and lawsuits and shit going on between these two teams is going to take away from this amazing fight that we're going to have. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like and sub for more.